Hello people and welcome back to another episode of GTA 5 PC Mod Lab, and today I'm going to be showing you how to edit textures or .ytd files. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have these couple of programs installed. So the first one you want is OpenIV, so you want to click here and then it'll download an application and then you install it. It's perfectly clean and stuff, and once you've installed it, then I'll show you how to go through that. So the next thing you want to do is you want to download Texture Toolkit. This is currently a work in progress and sometimes it doesn't work. I'm lucky it does work for me. So you can either download the old version or the new version, and then it's just a zip file. So, and then it will appear as this. So you want to right click, extract all, extract, open this folder, and as you can see, this is the tool. So whenever you use it, you will use this application. So the next program is called To Convert Png to Dds. So you'll need this to access the files inside of the .ytd files, and this will allow you to edit the images and textures in a program such as Photoshop quite easily, and then you can use this program to convert it back to the DDS file. So with this easy to convert, you want to click here and then it will download an application and then you install it as a normal program. With the DDS converter, you want to click on the download mirror and then it will start downloading, and it might take a while, but they're both brilliant programs, so I highly recommend, as you can see there it is, I highly recommend that you use them. Obviously you can use like online based ones, but they're incredibly slow from what I've found, and yeah, they're just generally not too great. So what you want to do is you want to firstly extract the .ytd file. So to do this, you want to open OpenIV, and then you want to click Grand Theft Auto v Windows. So because of course we're editing PC files, so if it loads up with something different at first, or it has something red along the top, basically just go along with it. It will ask you to install some ASI files, things like that, so then you can load custom textures and it will just work so much smoothly if you do that. But if you don't, I'm not sure if it is actually required for you to use them, but even still it's best to have them because they're free anyway. So the next thing you want to do is you want to locate what .ytd file you want, so they can be scattered all around the game. So I know that if you want to edit player models and textures, you want to go on x64v models, CD images, and then as you can see you can edit tattoos, different multiplayer stuff, things like that, even though I don't recommend modding multiplayer stuff. And then you want to go on to streamed peds_players, and then player 1 is Franklin, I believe player 2 is Michael, and then player 0 I think is Trevor. I'm not too sure on the last two, but player 1 is definitely Franklin. So you want to open that folder. As you can see, you've got an absolute ton of different files, and any file which is a .ytd texture dictionary file, you can double click and then you can open it, and as you can see, this is a watch. So if I wanted to actually edit this watch, I would right click, extract, and then let me just locate, there you go. So select which folder you want to extract it to, click select folder, and then that will be extracted now. So as you can see, I've got the exact same .ytd file I just had there, but it hasn't removed it from the game. That is the key thing. You don't want it to remove it from the game and then have it somewhere else, but this is basically a backup. So the next thing I recommend doing is, before editing any textures, always make a backup. So just right click, copy, and then right click, paste. And as you can see, I've now got two. So say if something did go wrong, I've always got this one which I won't edit. So the next thing you want to do is you want to open up Texture Tool or Texture Toolkit. As you can see, this is the program, and then you want to go on File, Load, locate where your mod was, or the .ytd file was. As you can see, there's mine. Click on it and then click Open. As you can see, this is the one texture which is contained in that .ytd file. One thing you will want to note is that when you go to import the files back, make sure that the format was in the correct size and stuff, because some of the textures require you to use a different DDS converter due to format reasons, but the majority of them are DXT1, so you should be fine with the programs I've shown in the video. So what you want to do is select the texture, edit, export, and then just export it. So as you can see, that is now a .dds file, and to get the PNG file out of this, you want to load up the DDS converter and then click Add, locate where it is. So as you can see, DDS file right there. Click Open, and then select here which file type you want. So I prefer PNG just because it keeps all the colors, and of course you can have transparency in there. So you want to click Convert, click OK, and click OK again once it's done. Just quit that. As you can see, there is the PNG file. So the next thing you would do is you would load up Photoshop or Paint.net, GIMP, whatever your favorite photo editing software is. Just load up the PNG file and then just edit away. Remember to save it as a PNG, and then once you're done, these are the next steps to do. So I won't actually show any editing in the video because it's kind of pointless, but once you have finished editing the PNG file, make sure you save it and then click on the Easy to Convert PNG to DDS program, and then Input File, you want to click that button, so the one with the little page, and then Tutorial. Right, and then you want to make sure that you select the PNG file. So as you can see, here it is. Click Open and just click Convert and then OK. So one thing you might notice is that it didn't actually make any changes to the file, but one change it did make is it automatically replaced the old DDS file I had in the same folder as the PNG file. So if you don't want it to do that, just make a new folder, and then you would have to convert the texture when it is in that new folder, so then the DDS file doesn't get replaced. So the final stage of actually putting the stuff back together is you want to open Texture Toolkit and then click File, Load up the .ytd file. It's so difficult to say. You want to open that up. As you can see, here it is. Of course I didn't change the texture, but for the sake of actually doing it, you would select the texture in which you want to replace, edit, delete, edit, import, and then import the modified .dds file. As you can see, it loads up there. Make sure it's the correct file format, and then if it is, click File, Save, and then now that is a modded .ytd file. So when you want to import these into your game and test whether or not they work, you go on to OpenIV, locate where the file is, the .ytd file, click edit mode, click OK or yes. As you can see, you're now in edit mode, so be very careful what you click on. You don't want to accidentally screw up your game. And right click, replace, click on the .ytd file, click open, double click on it, make sure that the texture is the one you want and stuff. Of course I didn't edit mine, but any changes should appear on there. And then if it doesn't actually show up, or say it doesn't work in game from this point on, because you can just quit now and then load up the game, and then if it doesn't work though, say if it doesn't show up in the textures at all, you want to select on that file, rebuild, and then click rebuild. So I don't really need to do this, I won't do it during the video, but it might take a while depending on how large the files are and how big the original what's it called, .rpf files are. So of course this one's just under a gigabyte, so it might take quite a while just to compress back to what it was, but that should sort it out, and then it should fully work. In GTA 5 you can go and grab some screenshots, things like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions at all, say if like there was a step you didn't understand, then just feel free to comment it down below. I'll try and help as many people as possible. Remember that this video might be outdated by the time you watch it, but at the moment, considering it is near the end of May 2015, this is the way in which I edit textures, so hopefully it works for you. So thanks for watching, hope you all have a fantastic day, and I shall see you in the next one.